What's up, boxing world? Another week, another show. Show number 10 of the 13th round with Freddylokz. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about last week's results. We had Chris Bird dropping 40 pounds to meet Sean George at 175, only to get stopped in 9 rounds. Chris Bird, we love you, man. You've been a really good sport. You fought everybody and anybody, but I think it's time to hang him up. I think it's time to hang him up, Chris Bird. We also had Johnny Gonzalez with another TKO victory, this time over the tough and rugged Mauricio Pastrana. I think Johnny's looking and ready for another title shot. Maybe the winner of Izzy and Rafa, they fight again. Or Juan Manuel Lopez versus Ponce Leon. I think it's exciting to have Johnny back at 122. I mean, he has them hard, heavy hands. And I always think it's exciting when Johnny's up in the mix. From Primm Valley, Nevada, we had 3 prospects shine, and I mean shine. James Kirkland with an impressive first round TKO over a guy who many thought was going to beat him. I mean, I don't know why. Maybe it was his victories over Daniel Edward or Yuri Campas, but I never thought Albert had a chance against James Kirkland. Too much pressure, too much power, too much of everything right now. We had another prospect who's a Mexican Olympian, Alfredo El Perro Angulo. He had a hell of a showing, man. A hell of a fight against Richard Gutierrez, who only has one loss, a close. I believe it was even a split decision or majority decision over Claudio. He lost that fight and moved up in weight. Had a fight at 154. Fought Alfredo Angulo to get stopped in 5 rounds after dazing Angulo, which was pretty impressive because Angulo was dazed. He was dazed, came back. It was a good stoppage. Just because a guy's still up and taking punches don't mean the fight can't get stopped. I mean, he was really hurt. He was really hurt. And the most talked about prospect nowadays, Yuriorkis Gamboa, with an impressive but rugged victory over Darlene Jimenez. I mean, I was impressed. I didn't expect Gamboa to go in there and blaze him in a round. I was happy to see that he went 10 hard rounds and didn't even break a sweat. I mean, Jimenez only has 2 losses prior to that, and they were really close losses that he has. So you can say Gamboa was the first guy to really beat him. I can honestly say that. From Mexico, we had Christian Mijares with the split decision victory over Alex Munoz, and Jorge Arce with the majority decision over David Lukmanhanak, something like that. So I guess we're off to a rematch between the two. I'm going to be honest, I didn't see these fights, so I'm not going to call too much on them. I'm going to check out some clips, see how they looked. A lot of people were saying they look bad. A lot of people were saying they look good. So I'm going to give my own opinion when I actually see the fights. I didn't have a chance to see them this weekend. And last night on Wednesday Night Fights, we had 2 former champs get knocked out. Devastating knockouts. We had Edner Cherry with the 10th round knockout over Stevie Johnston. We had Johnny Edwards with the knockout victory over Freddie Norwood, and I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. They're pretty much past it, and they came back and they got knocked out cold. Big ups to the winners. Upcoming fights this weekend, we got Hatton versus Lascano, and we also have Pauly versus Love Morindau. I don't see the Pauly fight going any different. I mean, Pauly blazed them the first time. Outboxed them, outworked them, outslugged them. I don't see anything different in this fight at all. I mean, Lovemore was game. You know what I mean? He was game. He was coming forward, doing what he could do. But Pauly was just too much. I don't even see why we're watching a rematch. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm taking Pauly decision. Hatton versus Lascano is pretty interesting because it all depends on how Hatton comes in. If Hatton overlooks Lascano, I mean, and if Lascano comes in how he did against Harris, I mean, you best believe it's going to be a hell of a fight. And Lascano's game, I mean, he's a tough guy, and I don't think Hatton is going to blast right through him if he does win. I think it's going to be a tough, rugged fight. Haven't been keeping up to date with their training camps. But I mean, it's obvious, that everybody's going for Hatton. But if he even slips a little bit, you best believe Lascano's gonna make him pay. He's gonna make him pay big time because Lascano's a good inside fighter, really good inside fighter. Alexander Povetkin, he's hoping to get a tune-up fight before his championship fight. He's mandatory right now, so he's trying to get some work and stay busy, which is good for him. He don't want to get rusty. He don't want to have a rusty night when he finally does get his shot. And Freddie Roach is happy with Manny Pacquiao's his training, his weight. He said his sparring's great. He's really happy right now, talking really good about Manny because he was worried for a bit. But you know Manny, he worries everybody for about 2 or 3 weeks and then he's back on track. I mean, Manny's Manny. He's always going to be a game fighter regardless. And we have Nate Campbell, who is currently celebrating his honeymoon. He just got married. I got news before it came out on Fight News. I got word from somebody that knows him really good that he was out on his honeymoon. So you know, props, big ups to Nate Campbell. Hope to see him back soon in the boxing scene. He's getting a lot of heated arguments with almost everybody and anybody, but he's also making a lot of sense with what he's saying. People should really pay attention to what Nate Campbell's saying right now because it's true. He's saying he's spitting a lot of game from the inside, from the politics side of boxing that a lot of people don't know. So I hope Nate Campbell comes back, and I want to see him back soon. You know, I want to see him stay busy. You know, I want to see him succeed more, and I want to see him take care of a lot of business at 135. So let's hope to have him back soon. Some really sad news from Japan. Boxer Cho Hee died from injuries he received in a boxing match 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to take this little piece of the show to say rest in peace to another fallen soldier who gave his life in the ring. He was only like 5-3, you know, when he died. So let's show more respect to our boxers, fellas. I mean, these guys put their life on the line, and I don't think we know or understand how serious it is to get in there and 8 fights and he died. You know what I mean? We have guys that have 60 fights and are having and are outboxing people, and they're getting called cowards and runners, you know. So all BS aside, man, rest in peace, and let's show a bit more respect, fellas. Now let's get into some questions from the viewers. 4Rounder is asking me, Angulo looks like a younger, more technical version of Margarito. What's your take on this kid? Well, I've personally trained with him before, once or twice. I've trained with him. I've seen his work ethic. He's really hard work. I've seen him spar. He's sparred my friend before, Joshua Marks, and he's a really strong guy, really sturdy. He's not too mobile with his feet, waist, and head, but he's really hard to move. I mean, he does remind me a lot like Margarito. A little bit more straighter with his punches, but I mean, if the kid has Margarito's chin, I mean, he's going to be a threat regardless, you know. I mean, some people don't understand. Just because they're not flashy and quick and have all the speed in the world, they think they're nobody. You know what I mean? Boxing is a beautiful sport, and that's the beauty of it, you know. You don't have to be that to be a great fighter. There's a lot of slow guys who had timing, accuracy, and stood toe-to-toe in the pocket and the world champions, you know. So let's give the kid a break. I mean, he's impressed the heck out of me so far, you know. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I would love to see a showdown with Kirkland in the near future, but we'll see how that goes. That's just my take on it. Quick asks, who is greater, Barrera or Marco Antonio Barrera or Eric El Terrible Morales? Now, to me, Morales, you know, Morales gave his all in every single fight till his last day. I would say Morales ages him a bit because he's beat guys that have beat Barrera, but Barrera has that victory over Hamed, which at one point Hamed was untouchable. You know, when Barrera beat him, you can put him over Morales, but on the same token, you know, when Manny Pacquiao was unbeatable, and then the Mexican tornado smashing through Mexico, Eric Morales really pulled through a little bit past his prime and still beat a game and young Manny Pacquiao. So for me, it's Eric Morales. You know, he got a title 3 or 4 years into his career, Barrera 6, and they both fought wars. I mean, you can back up Barrera, you can back up Morales, and it'll never end because these guys are the truth. I mean, they're the truth, man, and really it's hard. It's really hard, you know what I mean? And I would also put him over Barrera because of to me, victory over David Diaz. I don't think David Diaz won that fight, but that's just my personal opinion. I would like to get some feedback though on what you guys think, because that's a hell of a question, man. You know, that's a hell of a question. So thanks to all my viewers on YouTube, on BoxRec, even though they keep taking my show off, motherfuckers. Eastside Boxing, Max Boxing, the Psycho Round family, all the lowriders on layitlow.com. Everybody that's been supporting me. I got my new MySpace page, so just leave your question on the comment section if you like. Alright, with that, your boy is out. Peace.